it was tough. And we didn't have an immediate resolution in case Katie listens to this. But we ultimately got to a point that night. We were sharing a hotel room on a trip. Ultimately got to a point that night that we fell asleep. You know, we had no choice but to to compromise.
So I don't have children, but being married, I run into a lot of those same type of conflicts,
Hmm.
and because of those conflicts, it's triggered a lot of those same feelings because of the past trauma and stuff that I've gone
Hmm.
through, um, in the traits that I have. So, and that was the whole reason I was introduced to Adult Children of Alcoholics Anonymous in the first place, wasn't just because of my drug use. It was because of the relational issues I was having, and I had no idea where to start, and what to do about it. So I know those feelings, I know those conflicts very well.
Hmm.
How do parents begin rebuilding relationships with children after the separation or after harm?
Great question. And I want to go back to Clint's question one more time in terms
Mhm.
of being responsive as opposed to reactive. Another important part of that is planning preparation ahead of time. Taking some time to do that insight and self examination so that you know what your trigger points are when you have conflicts and things like that. Doing the adult child of alcoholics work. Education is crucial, crucial, crucial. And one of the things I do, like in my parenting workshop, is I take people back to, because I'm a teacher and at heart, a teacher and a researcher at heart. I take people back to looking at Eric Erickson's and Maslow's core
Yes.
fundamental needs, you know?
Social learning and
Yeah, because it
yes.
has an impact. And if when you understand, that this 3-year-old's going to react this way, it helps you slow down that reactive response to that,
Mhm.
so that when my 2-year-old granddaughter throws herself on the floor and has a tantrum,
Yeah.
I don't treat her like a 5-year-old. I treat her like a 2-year-old, you know?
So you're familiar with functional behavioral analysis, right? Like, and that I didn't go the education route, uh, but I had to take those courses, and that really helped me understand why I was doing some of the things I was doing. If I behaved this way and it achieved this from the negative behavior, how can I replace that positive behavior and meet that same need?